Now we're all here, you're joining me in my car, and it's time for a Quirkal video, but this one's one that's very close to my heart, and we're going to talk about an absolute cracker of a film, The Wizard of Oz. And what a film of its time. I'm talking absolutely incredible. The technicolor, the storyline, it had everything. You cannot talk about cinematic history without mentioning this film. It's truly amazing. But the reason it's close to my heart is because when I was a young lad and believed in Father Christmas and the Christmas experience, this film was on every year, and back then we only had 3 channels. We had BBC One, BBC Two and ITV, the one showing the adverts, of course. So we didn't have entertainment like the children of today do, that nothing on demand. So if you wanted to see a film, you made a note of it. So me and my brother and sister would have sat down with the Radio Times, ringing the films we wanted to see to make sure we didn't miss them. And once we got a video recorder and was able to record a film or two like The Wizard of Oz, we watched it over and over again, almost till we knew the script inside out, back to front and round the wrong way. And the first Quirkal I want to talk about with this film is actually to do with scene 40, because all the times me and my siblings watched that movie, it didn't exist. It wasn't there. And when I played the DVD to my sister when she was well in her 30s, probably even in her early 40s, she just said off the cuff, "Oh, I don't remember that scene," and thought no more about it. And obviously when I looked at that, I thought, well, maybe it was an extra they cut out back in the day, and they've put in for the DVD as a DVD extra. They added the films, a director's cut sort of idea. But when I look back at it, it had always been there. Now the scene 40, what I'm talking about, is where you've got all the 4 main characters stood in a row with their weapons, building themselves ready to storm the castle and take on the witch, and all the flying monkeys come down and destroy them. And that's the scene which it got injected into this film, which none of us remembered. So I find it really interesting that the Quirkals associated with this film, I think there's about 10 in number. But as you know, with this series, I'm going to do one at a time, so you're going to see The Wizard of Oz several times. And this is the first one, I think, that was the major Quirkal, which I wanted to ask you to put in the comments if you remember scene 40, or whether you have no memory of it, especially if you're at that age where you was watching this at Christmas Day, when there was nothing else to do as a child other than either watch telly or go out and play with your new bike or whatever it was. So I'm going to ask you, please put in the comments what you remember. And if you don't know what a Quirkal is, obviously go back and have a look at episode 1 of the Quirkal series, where I explain the definition of it, and maybe we can all come to some sort of agreement what it actually is. And so this is The Wizard of Oz. Come and join me in the next video, and we're going to explore some more Quirkals. I'll see you in that one.